Now, there's a few benefits of DISC. DISC is a tool that focuses on individual pattern of external and observable behaviors. You can see this, and we're going to measure this in terms of intensity. We're also going to have a look at characteristics using scales of directness and openness. DISC will also give us a system that can pinpoint our personal strength. Now, one thing I know about life is that people are very good at telling you what you can't do. People are very good at telling you what you're bad at. And people are very good at giving constructive criticism, which is just a little word for beating you up emotionally and mentally, but with a smile on your face and trying to make you feel good. In certain places of the world, we call it the shit sandwich. They tell you something nice, they give you some development, and they slap a little bit of nice thing on the outside. People are good at telling us what we're bad at, but people aren't very good at telling us what our actual strengths are. We can live our and really not know what our strengths are. Thanks to DISC, it's going to bring this, and you're going to be able to see with science what you do best. And that's really important because most of our lives is spent trying to correct our weaknesses. We're born with certain strengths, and we should play to those strengths throughout our life. And when we're put into a position where we can use those strengths, just like a garden, we start to bloom, we start to blossom. And that's the key of DISC, knowing our strength. It's also important for us to have a strategy to diagnose our possible limitation. We have strengths, we have weaknesses. Our goal is to be able to optimize those strengths and understand those where we're using our weaknesses instead of our strengths. So many years ago, I took a job in a bank. Now, I'm not a very compliant type of person. I don't like to follow the rules. I don't like to be told what to do. I like to follow my intuition. And the bank still offered me a job. And when I got there, I was disruptive. I was not popular. I created conflicts. I was just being me. I didn't go to work going, I'm going to have a bad day. I didn't go to work saying, I want to piss somebody off today. But what happened was I was put into an environment where I couldn't utilize my strengths. And I looked like a bad employee. I was just in the wrong position in the bank. So we've got to understand our limitations so we say yes to the right things and no to the other things. Saying yes to the jobs we do best, and then delegating those jobs that we would have to do or activate our areas of weakness. Does that make sense? Because sometimes we say yes to jobs, but it's our weak spot, and we've got to know this about one another. And then we can say, hey, you know what? I do that really good. Let me do that. This one here, I don't do that so good. You do it. You can do it better. So we want to identify both strengths and personal limitations.